Alright, welcome to another big battleship run of Battleship Brawlers. We've reduced the cap from what it was. Now we're at $2.4 million and 2 ships. Bacon Pancakes has brought what appears to be another laser ship. I like it. Not bad. The Haywire. Oh, that's funny. Tiny little Haywire ship. Why not? You know, you gotta spend the cash somewhere. And it's a distraction, if nothing else. This is just a massive cannon block. I kinda like it. Kinda funny. And his standard silo, bringing in the Azure Reincarnation. That is a lot of missiles. That is a big missile boat. And speaking of nukes, yeah, they explode pretty well. And friendly fire is on. Yup. Sorry, Silo. You should have not underestimated the Haywire. He's about to hit himself again. Oh man, that was close. Oh man, that's unfortunate, but also really funny. I enjoyed it. All right, it looks like Silo is going straight for Bacon with his lasers and nuke boats. However, he's got both nuke boats right up front. He's just going to go ahead and stab straight into his ships with the pointy end. However, I think a lot of these nukes that get launched off, are going to get hit by the point defense, which is kind of unfortunate, and the other ones that get launched off are gonna go straight into a bunch of armor, so this is probably the best position that Bacon could have hoped for. In the meantime, DF Plays is slowly trying to move in. I've just realized this ship has no mobility whatsoever, which is kind of hilarious, to be honest. It's gonna die in the red zone. I guess he wanted a space station and not a ship. So be it. Bacon is retargeting towards the other missile boat. I think he's just trying to keep the nukes off of his back as long as possible. However, here come a few. There's no point defense left on this side. So if a missile manages to thread the needle straight to the inside, it's going to start doing a significant amount of damage. DF Plays has swung around the back straight into the Badlands of the red zone. Probably not super where you want to be. Bacon Pancake still just drilling through this missile boat as far as he can. He's lost all of his point defense, I think, which is really bad for him going up against 2 missile ships full of nukes. But you definitely don't want to rotate that way. Well, I guess maybe you do. Oh, the friendly fire managed to take out the nuke bays right there. Probably fairly hard to target a lot of these ships. DF Place has decided to retreat. Took a bit of damage from the outside and was like, you know what? I did my part. Meanwhile, Silo and Bacon are still slugging it out. Oh, that nuke, yep. Friendly fire again. He's managed to take out his own ship. I think, was he targeting his own ship? Interesting. Not funny, so yeah. Oh man. Bacon has stopped moving. I'm wondering what's happening. Is he out of crew? He's got both of his command posts crewed. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Tank platform sitting there. Yep, I agree. That's pretty funny, to be completely honest. It's gonna explode into the vacuum of space fairly soon. Bacon has managed to lose a chunk of his ship that I didn't realize was detached. And this only has 1 thruster left. That is terribly unfortunate. He's so angry he's going to start firing at this rock. Meanwhile, DF Plays is going to try to take out the remainder of this Azure Reincarnation. Azure? I think it's Azure. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. However, DF has managed to start hitting, I think, reactor cores and blowing them up. So I think this fight is going in his favor. Yeah, I don't think these lasers are targetable. I think you can click on them and tell them to target whatever they want, fire at will, but he hasn't done so yet. So he's having to manually aim them. Oh, did they just move? I honestly can't tell. Yeah, I think he's done so now. Now they're manually aiming all over the place. It's probably just the game has slowed down enough that... Oh, he does not have any forward thrust. He's gonna have to, I think, rotate his ship around and use these thrusters to move around, but they're not gonna last much longer either. Yep, that is it for Bacon. Bacon is down for the count. The only two still in this fight, I believe, are Silo and DF Plays. How's the cannon platform? Yeah, about as I expected. Massive waste of souls. Is that the cockpit right there at the back? I believe that is the cockpit right there at the back. I don't know if you want to be showing your cockpit to the enemy. Ship has a fair amount of momentum and is flying around. It is slowly vaporizing into nothing, taking a lot of damage. So is DF, but DF I think has a bit more health than Silo overall. Oh, especially considering Silo's reactors just got hit, and DF takes the win. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I will catch you all in the next one. Welcome back, everybody. This is an interesting episode of Battleship Brawlers. We have Silo in the left and Bacon Pancakes on the right. The limit is 40k for these ships. This one is a very tiny gunship. I actually like the paint job, not too bad. In the right, Bacon has one laser blaster. Yeah. No, I think I know who's gonna win this one. I'm gonna hazard a wild guess. I'm realizing he does not have a reactor. He only has what do you call it? A freaking capacitor here. So he can only run his ship for a certain amount of time before he's just out of power, and he is running down Bacon Pancakes. If Bacon Pancakes can outrun him for long enough, he should run out of power, right? Oh man, this is great. I love it. 40k, quite a challenge to make a ship out of. Silo, I think, is wise to his plan to just run away. And decides to, I think he's just going to go straight to the middle and sit there. He's aware of his power usage requirements, and so I think he's just gonna wait for the circle to close in. And now we're at an awkward standoff. Bacon Pancakes is gonna have to wait for the circle to close in because he doesn't want to get too close to the eye. I think it does have a lot more firepower than his ship. He's actually turned off all of his engines, which I think is a very interesting move. Very interesting move indeed. The cockpit is still using up power. That's not super ideal. He's telling Bacon that he is out of power. Bacon isn't falling for it. He was not born yesterday, which I guess is fair enough. I wish we could get rid of the outlines. Oh, Bacon is now taking pot shots from across the way at Silo. He's currently hitting armor. I guess we can bring Silo's ship up here, like so. Oh, he's retargeting at one of the cannons. He's turned his engines back on and is now closing in on Bacon Pancakes. Oh, that was a good hit, and Silo takes it with one shot. Oh man, good game, Silo. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I will catch you all in the next one. Welcome back, everyone, to another COSMOTEER skirmish of Battleship Brawlers. In the left-hand area, we have Silo with his Stingray. The ship cost limit is 70k. Yeah, he's managed to slap 2 shields in there. I'm fairly impressed. There is a cannon ship up this direction by Bacon Pancakes, and DF Plays has brought a fairly familiar ship. I think we've seen this a couple times by him. I think it's similar to the like one of the starter ships. Actually, this is a base game ship, I'm pretty sure, the Merlin. I think it's one of the Imperial ones? Either way, Bacon Pancakes and Silo are already duking it out. Silo has not taken any damage as of yet. The Stingray just has too much shielding for that. However, yeah, DF Plays coming up from the back, taking pot shots at the Stingray. I think he knows that the Stingray is going to be the hard one to deal with. Oh, the Merlin has decided that he's going to go straight through the shields. He's like, your shields don't matter if I'm inside your shields. He's doing a nice little spin maneuver to try and get people off of him. Probably similar to, yeah, you know how people do the haymaker whenever they're in a fight. They just hold their arms out, ball up their fists, and then spin in a circle. It is the most effective fighting strategy. I have personal experience with it. Never lost a fight, like so. Oh, it's not looking good for Bacon Pancakes. He's getting picked on by the energy-based systems. I think he needs to try and make a run for it and let these two duke it out for a little bit. Oh, never mind. He does not have a cockpit anymore. Wait, does he? Nah, no cockpit. Bacon Pancakes is down for the count. Thanks for playing. Ooh, Silo's ship is on fire, and I will bet you he doesn't have a fire extinguisher. You should bring your fire extinguishers, everybody. Very important. Very, very important. Yeah, whole ship is on fire. There is a fire extinguisher, but it was not enough to save him. DF Plays takes the win. GG's. Thanks for playing, and thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, welcome back to Battleship Brawlers, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. A COSMOTEER slugfest that I bring to you on YouTube. In the left-hand corner, we have Silo with this interesting-looking ship. It's got some shields. I like it. He's also brought the eye back in. DF Plays has just brought 2 of his experts. And Bacon Pancakes has brought a single-deck cannon with a bunch of armor. I like it. Alright. It looks like DF Plays and Silo are going to gang up on Bacon. They do not like the fact that he has a deck gun. I think they're going to try to take him out first thing. However, I think some pot shots might get taken at the back of DF Plays here. Oh, he has stopped moving the eye. The eye only has a certain amount of power that it can use because it only has a power capacitor. That is it. No, I think it's still following along. Hard to tell. Either way, DF Plays and Bacon Pancakes are currently slugging it out. Ooh, good shots being hit or being landed on DF Plays. However, the juicy midsection and back is now exposed. I would rotate if I were you, Bacon, to try and keep them from threading the needle straight to your reactor core. There you go. You want your front to be facing the enemy, but that is a very very dangerous ship to be playing with multiple ships flying around. But it is very powerful. It is punching some holes. However, DF Plays sneaking up around from the back. Luckily, though, He is out of power, luckily for Bacon anyway. But he did have to risk turning his back to Silo here, which is a very dangerous game. All the rotation has caused him to whiff a couple shots. It's about as good as I play basketball. Now he's managing to land some shots, but the shields are pretty good. Oh, he's getting nice and close. Try and deal some major damage. Oh, now is not the time to be rotating, I think, though. Yep, nope. Fired it, whiffed it. Straight off into the unknown. He is keeping Silo out in the red zone, though. DF Plays has sent one of his ships to deal with the Eye. The Eye actually managing to do a significant amount of damage to DF Plays' expert. Oh, completely destroying it. I did not expect much out of this little ship, but I guess considering that it has 2 cannons, not too bad. Yeah, Silo's just pretty impressed by the power in his little 30k ship. You might just want to make a fleet of those, but those are pretty good. Silo's ship is losing chunks of armor. The deck cannon is getting really close. It is angry and ready to take stuff down. DF Plays has his ship around back, ready to deal some damage on Bacon Pancakes. However, he is out of power. I wonder what kind of crewing issues he's having. Ooh, he needs to tell a lot of these crew to run power. Oh, there's no way for them to get up there. That is not ideal. There's also no way for them to get out of the ship, so he's just out of power entirely. Here I was thinking it was crew priorities. Definitely not crew priorities. Oh, he's trying to use his point defense to do something, but he's losing a fair chunk of his ship in the process. I would not turn your back to the only thing that can hurt you, though, Bacon, because I don't know if you noticed, but that ship is completely neutered. It hasn't fired at you in quite some time. If I were Silo, I would honestly move this ship up to attack Bacon. His other ship is just flying around out in the Nether Realm, taking a significant amount of damage. I'd like to see how the damage looks from the outside. I guess it's not too bad yet, but it's going to get there. He's managing to hit the soft underbelly of the deck cannon ship that's currently just way too focused on DF Plays. DF Plays, down for the count. He has lost all of his ships. Deck cannon, still wasting shots, firing at it, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose. He'll realize eventually, ooh, this thing is out of ammo. How much ammo does he have left? Interesting. I wonder if that's going to be enough ammo. The point defense, shooting at Silo. Silo managing to thread a few shots straight into the center and destroying the core of the deck cannon ship that I was sure was going to win this. GG's and congratulations, Silo. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a team battle. On Team 1, we have Silo and... just Silo? Silo and DF Plays. DF Plays bringing a swarm of experts to the fight. Silo bringing a number of different ships. I guess the most notable of which is definitely going to be the nuke sticks, other than the Eye. Love the Eye. Probably my favorite ship so far. Never thought about running a ship without a reactor, but I suppose it works. Dawn cruisers also carrying a few nuclear missiles. This ship looks interesting. Wow. I like it. Zurich. Okay. Nice little ship. This is a team battle. Dask is on one side, and Bacon Pancakes is also with Dask. Friendly fire is on. I don't think you want to face your ships toward each other, Dask, because if those nukes fire, you're in some serious trouble. He's already managed to lose all 3 of his ships. Absolutely dusted. Oh, man. Poor Dask. Oh, jeez. Yep. Made one wrong move. It is a brutal world, Desk. I am sorry. But such is the name of the game. The Eye still alive and thriving. Pretty surprised by that. The entire front half of the ES Zurich has been lopped off. Pretty exciting stuff. It looks like one ship of Silos has been completely toasted. The Eye still going strong. Definitely my favorite ship. Oh, it almost got roasted right there, but it is definitely putting in a lot of work for how tiny it is. I think that is absolutely hilarious. Oh, but it's straying right into where the lasers are. That's not ideal. Oh, it's doing fine. Bacon being backed into a corner. Not liking where he's currently at. Not the Eye. Don't go down. No. No. Oh, completely wrecked. That's unfortunate. But I mean, even though there was a bunch of damage done to it, I'm sure that the amount of damage it dealt was greater than the damage it took. Team 1 takes the cake. Silo and DF plays, completely obliterating the other side. Alright, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, welcome back, everybody, to Battleship Brawlers, where we have another team battle going on. It's a little bit lopsided. In the left-hand corner, we have Silo and DF plays. And in the right-hand corner, we have Bacon Pancakes, who's brought 3 Guardians to the battle. 1 TLT Tempest Mark III, and 1 Mega Death Star. Illegal ships have been turned on, so ones that you've built that are out of bounds and yada yada can be used. What on earth is going here? This is probably the funniest ship design I've ever seen. I love it. That's great. Alright, 2 Azure Reincarnations and 5 Interdictors. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little bit of a hard battle for Bacon Pancakes. I definitely should have made, I think, everybody on separate teams, kind of a free-for-all, but this is how they wanted it, so this is how it is. You know, I'm pretty accommodating over here at Battleship Brawlers. I do not mind too much about playing different types of things. If I were to do a tournament, you know, it would definitely be a lot more standardized. However, this is not a tournament. Nobody is playing for money, so I think, you know, the rules being a little bit bendable makes the game a little more fun, a little bit more fun to watch. This cannon ship seems to be slowly making its way around. It's actually got tractor beams on it. Silo asking him to come get him. This ship does not seem to move super well. I guess it is turning right now. That is, geez, just a ton of lasers. I really want to see this thing fire. I'm excited to see that thing fire. I really hope it does. I'm wondering what is going on here. Are they going to try to move this massive asteroid chunk around? I suppose yeah. You could just make a shield out of asteroid. That's kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how hard it is to break through asteroid. I'm assuming actually fairly difficult. I wonder if you could make like a thin layer of asteroid all the way around a ship to armor it? Not sure. I would have to test it out. Be very fun to test out, that's for sure. The Mega Death Star is moving. It's got a lot of armor. It doesn't look super well threaded, but I don't know if it matters too much. There's just so much of it on this bad boy. Oh, it has decided to stop moving. Oh man. This is gonna take forever. These are some massive ships, but they do not move fast. I mean, this one is moving at 42 meters per second, which I guess is not too bad. I made the map a bit bigger so that people wouldn't smack each other with railguns right off the bat. Because, yeah, as I predicted, there are a bunch of railguns, especially on these interdictors. I think they're trying to get into range as we speak. There appears to be some sort of ritual going on where the ships have to point at this this donut. I don't know what the goal is here, if it's to rotate this or what. I think they might be trying to take it with them to the center of the map. Oh, he's giving DF a signal. I'm assuming the signal is go. Push the darn thing forward. He's got his small fighter hanging out in the center of this asteroid, and they're gonna, I think, try to push it to the center, which is pretty funny to me, to be completely honest. I don't think it's gonna be enough, though. The map is much bigger now, and if the map were smaller, they might have time to push it to the center, but this is only a 5-minute game, and they're gonna get caught outside the red zone, yeah, and start taking damage. Little unfortunate for them. Have these rails fired yet? Man, I should not have made the map this big. I should have left it as small as it was, because now it's taking absolutely ages for anything to happen. There's also so much stuff. He wants more ships. They're really trying to save this. The rails have fired, and doesn't appear that they pierced much. Oh, they definitely got down into here, started dealing some damage. Missiles are away on both sides. Yeah, everybody's gonna start taking a bunch of damage. This asteroid blocking a bunch of missiles, and potentially, I wonder if this is gonna seat right in here and get stuck. That would be kind of hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, is it gonna hook? It's not gonna hook. That would have been great though. Alright, the lasers on this bad boy are now firing. It's trying to cut through some of these interdictors. There's so many packets going back and forth that Silo's internet connection is now suffering greatly. Honestly, probably my internet connection too. Running these massive ship battles, probably not the greatest. But it's fun. And people like doing it, so we let it happen. They're still trying to push this bad boy into the center. I don't think it's gonna work out for them though. There's yeah, I'm not really seeing any holes in the ships yet, but I'm sure they'll be popping up eventually. I don't think this ship is helping. Yeah, no, I don't think it's helping. Meanwhile, this nuke ship trying to get into position. Friendly fire is on. Silo and DF are friends. I guess we'll see if he accidentally ends up nuking his buddy, or if they manage to get clear before they launch the nukes. Drilling through the center with as many lasers as we can. The circle is closing in fast. DF not moving his Death Star. No, he is moving the Death Star, but the circle is moving faster. Maybe should have made this a 10-minute game. It's ray casting. I am not entirely sure what he's referring to, but is what it is. Oh, the nukes have launched off of one of the nuke sticks of Silo. Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out if it does team friendly fire in this match. Oh. Yep, nuking your buddies. That definitely hurts. Yeah, there's so much going on here. Bacon has brought in all of his ships. He's trying really hard to do any number of significant damage to these ships. The only issue, I think, is that there's two cockpits on these. If you saw them in half, you're just freeing the two halves. You're not really helping yourself much, I don't think. This is a massive battle. This is nuts. Your Guardian outside of Ring of Death. Yeah, Silo talks in the chat a lot. Not entirely sure what he's referring to. I'm sure he's referring to this ship that does not appear to be fast enough to outrun the Ring of Death. You know what else isn't fast enough to outrun the Ring of Death? Yeah, this ring over here. Unfortunately, I think this ship is about to start going down. I think it can still run. I don't understand why it's no longer moving. I think DF has forgotten to retarget where his ships are going. Oh, there we go. The engines have turned back on. We're trying to move this donut to the center. Although we're moving it a little off center, they're going to probably end up pushing it down in here somewhere. Not exactly where they want to be. Meanwhile, these battleships are doing a grand scale fight against each other. Bacon has lost a significant portion of his armor up here. Going to start getting down into the soft, squishy bits fairly soon. But these lasers, you know, they do a fair chunk of damage. And I think they're going to cut through what's left of this nuke ship before it can get any more nukes off. And then it will just be Guardians and Interdictors left. Yeah, he managed to saw this Interdictor in half, but I don't think it really did much for him. Until now, there's no crew that can get into this half of the ship's cockpit, or at least there's no crew assigned to it. Bacon complaining about self-damage. Yeah, I think it makes the game more interesting, more realistic as well, you know, because if you end up firing a missile at your buddy, you should probably expect your buddy to get hurt. Meanwhile, the Mega Death Star trying desperately to get over to the safe zone. Probably not doing much. These ships are beginning to disintegrate. Yeah. Not entirely sure what the plan was here. I'm sure it was to, well, keep this small fighter nestled happily in here where nothing could hurt it. It didn't end up working out in the end. Ring of Death just moved way too quick. I think we definitely should have made the map smaller. I don't know why they asked for it to be bigger if they wanted to move an entire donut-shaped asteroid to the center. Not the smartest move. That's alright though. Ceasefire. Sometimes I wonder what Silo's talking about in the chat. I believe, yeah, Silo is down for the count. His last ship is over here evaporating. The only one left, well, I guess he does have this small fighter here, but it's about to go down. So I guess it's just Bacon and DF left. Meanwhile, let's take a look at how Bacon Pancake's Mega Death Star is going. It's got a few holes in it, nothing too major so far. I actually think it's gonna do a decent job of surviving out here in the red zone. It may be the saving grace. Let's go ahead and look at all the pockmarks. Oh man, this ship has taken a fair chunk of damage, but it has managed to burn all the way through an interdictor of DFs. Yeah, this battleship as well, also punching away at an interdictor that is currently looking at the backside of one of DF's ships, trying to get some railgun shots through it to do some damage. This ship is looking like Swiss cheese. It has taken a fair chunk of damage. I don't know what it is firing at. I think he might be manually controlling that one. Once again, friendly fire is on. I do like friendly fire. I think it's hilarious. I think these missiles are gonna hit his own ship. They might not. Hit my 30k ship in it. I think these ships are about to start falling apart out here in the middle of nowhere. Ring of Death closing in. Lasers piercing through. I think he's about to try and saw this ship in half. Once again, I don't know if he realized that didn't really do much for him the last time. Oh, managed to get a pretty good shot off into the center of this one. Stuff is exploding all over the place. I'm assuming that was an ammo stockpile. Oh, this deck gun also taking a fair chunk of damage from the railguns coming in. This reactor is about to be hit. Oh. The railguns on this guy actually doing a fair amount of damage. All right, I honestly can't tell who's going to come out of this on top, but if I had to guess, no, yeah, I think it's going to be Bacon. He's got a lot more health in the upper right, but you know, he is an entire team himself, so you have to take into account that half of this bar is just the health for DF. The other half is the health for the other guy, so they might be a lot closer to even than we think. The Circle of Death is about to close in 11 seconds. And then all of the ships will begin to deteriorate on their own. Team 1 has somehow won, I think, because Bacon ended up disconnecting. Death by internet connection burnout. That's unfortunate. Thanks for playing, everyone, and I will catch you all in the next one.